it's Lucas, and I've been doing a lot of reviews recently, and so I wanted to take a little bit of a break and actually do a room tour. Okay, so we're gonna start in this area of the room over here. We have this really scary mask, and it's actually kind of a funny story with this. Our dad actually bought this just to scare us when we were on vacations. We also have, this entire shelf is basically dedicated to things that are not Lego. So we have things like giant marble towers. We have a little helicopter. We have all of these Roblox characters right here, such as this big noob. We also have some other collectibles, like this plane that Clint built. It was like a buildable little model. We have some Nerf guns. These are actually off-brand Nerf guns, but they work really well. We also have some extra ammo for those, of course, because these things literally just eat ammo. We also have these helmets, just in case it gets a little bit too violent. On the second shelf from the top, we have every one of our Lego mechs. This could be a Ninjago mech. This could be a Star Wars AT-ST, anything mech related. We also have a couple of the figures from LEGO Dimensions and the Portal. We have some Disney Infinity figures that are drying because we had to glue them back together. We also have our collection of arcade pods that they had made for Ninjago. On the third shelf, we have Star Wars stuff. We have ships, we have Star Wars displays, we have mechs, we have the Razor Crest. Just anything Star Wars related is what we keep on this shelf. Hello there. So the third shelf is probably the most important to me personally because I can go and grab a car. We keep multiple different vehicles, any automobiles, any flying crafts, anything like that. We also have this Lego road, and I just have a couple of cars displayed there. This was in our city, but I removed it because it just didn't look good anymore to me. I made a video ranting about how good it was, and then after looking at it for a little bit, I was like, this sticks out from the city too much. Maybe I'll do something in the future, I'm not really sure, but for right now, that is gonna stay on our shelf. And on the bottom shelf, we have a piece of Bigfoot. Okay, so this is our second shelf. We have a total of 3. And on the top shelf, we have really big builds. We have the First Order Star Destroyer, which is Nathan's. He got it for his birthday, and we wanted to keep it somewhere high so that it doesn't get destroyed. Then we have the Ultra Dragon from Ninjago. Very nice set, and we wanted to display that up here, even though I'm just now noticing that its head is a little bit out of shape. And we also have the Tracker 1. A bit destroyed, but we do want to fix that eventually. On the second shelf, we have our Minecraft village. This first base plate is not complete, but we are slowly working on this. The second base plate and the third base plates, those are the most prominent. We have a water plate. We have fight scenes going on, just different setups. Really like this place. It's kind of the way I want to model our entire city to look this well done. We also, of course, do still have NC Bricks and Ukulele Kid displayed here too. They kind of watch it over and protect it. Coming down to shelf 3, we have a lot of knickknacks, honestly. Some broken things, some things that just did not fit with anything else. But we do have one prominent thing, and that is our brickheads. We have the Mandalorian, Grogu, me, Pluto, Donald Duck, somebody, the Joker, and finally we have Goofy. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of these. I really like them. We wanted to keep those all together, and I think they look good on display. And on the fourth shelf, we have our bigger vehicles. These ones just would not fit on the other car shelf, so I stuck these here separately. We have things like the Batmobile, and one of my personal favorites is this pullback car, and it just works like this. You pull it back, and you crash it into things. The bottom of this shelf is pretty useless. It's very unorganized, but there's just a couple things there. On our third shelf, we have some stuffed animals on the top, some Build-A-Bears, and we also have a Woody figure from the movies. On the second part, we have a lot of little knickknacks and destroyed things, like this bucket full of train track and things, even a dinosaur, the Indoraptor, and just things that we did not know what to do with. Right here, I have a model car that I'm working on. I'm hoping that turns out well. We also have some plastic containers here, and those store our metal figures we got for Hanukkah. Sarah, were these metal figures for Hanukkah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have characters like Nick Fury and different Marvel characters like that. A very nice collection. I like them a lot. They're very detailed. We also have some serums that we experiment on our minifigures with. Then the next shelf is just a couple different things. We have some broken things, mostly some pieces of my castle and different things like that. Also, we have the most deadliest spider in the world because it's non-Lego Rend. The fourth shelf is probably my favorite on this particular shelf that we have, and these are the dual on Naboo and this little Ferris set, and I like both of these a lot. Coming to my desk, right behind my desk, we have this gigantic 2-part sticker of the Lego Movie. On my desk, I'm actually making a stop motion animation, so I'm really excited for you guys to see this. I'm scared that even mentioning it will make me not finish it, but we'll see what happens. I also, of course, have a little light right here. That's for lighting because I don't want the lighting to flicker. And on my desk, this is my mic for making gaming videos. And the most important thing on my desk is this pencil holder and pen holder. I also have my little storage unit right here. I wanted to get one of these for a long time, finally did. And I'm really happy with just everything being sorted so that for a stop motion or for our city, I can build something to work in either of those places. This shelf is probably the most boring shelf. Besides some of the figures on top, we have Buzz Lightyear, Zurg is broken of course, and some helmets. That's probably the only cool part. The next part is just some of our cool stuff. I almost said cool stuff. I meant school stuff. So this is my school stuff. This is Nathan's school stuff. And the third section of it is another cool part. It is our Mario collection. So we have just a little display here where we keep our Mario stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it is a little bit broken, but I wanted to keep it up high where it won't get broken anymore. And yeah, it's me, Mario! And then opening this cabinet, we have multiple pieces of tech and different camera gear and stuff. There's camera gear inside this bag. We have some video games. Yeah, this is where I keep most of the stuff that I filmed this with. And now for our closet. And this is jam-packed with a lot of things. First of all, we have a lot of Lego figures. We keep these separated. This is any superhero figures like the Hulk. In this one, we have Ninjago figures like this Skullkin or Kai. And then in the one below that, we have some city figures like this lady right here so that we can populate our city. And in the Star Wars ones, we have characters like Ahsoka and Luke and different things like that. Also, of course, in this closet, we have some shirts and different coats and things like that. Very boring stuff, but it does keep us warm. Okay, now for this section, the Lego section of our closet. We have some different knickknacks and things that I'm storing in there. This right here is something that I've been keeping so that I can rebuild it later. This is Cole's Earth Driller from Legacy, not the original. I wish I had the original, but this was really good and I'm trying to rebuild it. I just destroyed it. This will not open, but this has some storage containers in it. For sorting, we have some tires and different things like that. I like to sort all of my pieces because it makes it super easy to make stop motion, super easy to make mocks if they're sorted at least to a certain degree. And everybody has to keep their Lego instructions somewhere, so I keep mine in this drawer for reference if something gets destroyed. And if you're wondering what's in this box, you may have seen it when I did the B-roll for the closet. This holds our Disney Infinity characters. And for the mass amount of unsorted Lego, we have this bin right here. Way too much. I want to sort more Lego, but it just takes forever. Definitely need to work on that. And right behind that, we have BB guns for anybody that unsubscribes. Now for the main section of our room, I pride and joy, the Lego City. We have train tracks going completely around the city. I do want to extend it out a little bit, but for right now, this is what we're going with. It's out pretty far. Here is the train, and I do want to show you guys what it looks like going. Turn on the train, get into the app, and now we can get it to ride. It'll ride completely around the city. It's really fun, especially if you're trying to display something and want to show somebody your city. It's just an extra cool aesthetic to have a train riding around your city. And next to the train track, we have a train station. Just a tiny little build that came with the set, even though it is missing a chair. And we have some traffic cones. I'm not sure why. Also, I feel really bad for these sewer babies. They're just out in the cold. This doesn't actually belong in our city, but it's a little wrestling ring that me and my cousin Bubba made for a game we were playing with some Marvel and DC minifigures, just fighting them back and forth. One of our biggest sets that is in the city is this right here, the Avengers Tower. And it just looks very bold in our city. We have it surrounded with some gray tiles, just like some of our other builds. Yeah, and I'm really happy with it. This is actually only part of my castle. As you can see, it's destroyed. You've seen parts of it throughout this video, but I'm really sad about that, but I did manage to keep a little bit of it. Going through the back section of our city, we have about 5 buildings, I believe. We have this right here, which is a Lego movie set. We have another Lego set, which is this Toys R Us set. It's not Toys R Us, but it's a toy store. Excuse me, RIP Toys R Us. I still don't think it's back. And we have a police station. This is custom. I think I did a pretty decent job on that. We also have a karate shop. And yeah, I already did a separate video on that, but it's still in our city. It looks really good in my opinion. And next, the city coffee, aka Starbucks in our city. At the front of the city, we have 2 other buildings, this gray one and a detective office. That one does not have an interior, but this one does. I think it looks pretty decent. And in the alley, we also have a little phone booth. And I just now noticed that we have a random battle droid on the roof. Also, we have a seating area for whoever wants to sit there and relax. And that's it. That's our entire Lego room. I wanted to give you guys a really cool tour of it, show you guys everything that we've been working on. So I just want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, tell me in the comments what you think about our Lego room and what you think we can improve. See you guys in the